Hello kids and welcome back to Life in the Woods and our plans to get started on the bakery. I really hope some of this stuff is going to work in a decent combination and stuff is going to look good. Because otherwise we're gonna have a few little problems, maybe even with getting the actual stone types. So let's just hope everything is going to work out somewhat as smoothly as it did with the other two buildings back there. Like a little bit of changing back and forth, okay, but then please with stuff that we have in storage. Because I want to get this done, I want to get a couple other things done, and then it's basically time for episode 700, so... the pressure is there. It's getting real. And little terraforming bits that I still want to do in this area are also very much real. Like every time we walk over here, I'm just reminded of those few little spots. Okay, this was the area. And honestly, I'm kind of considering to maybe go with bricks at the bottom, similar how we did it at our own house. And I mean, they look okay. They look similar to the vanilla ones, so they kind of match the chiseled ones over there, but, you know, still different enough that it doesn't look like it's part of that. Then go all the way back here. Then maybe we just put oak on top, really. Very basic, but like that we would actually have enough stuff. I don't know about the roof yet, but that is into the future. That is something we don't have to think about just yet. Oh, by the way, here, the flower sign. Ah, that's so cute. I like that. Yeah, okay, we are keeping that there, I think. Maybe we'll build some land posts around the area and then we'll put that next to that, so it isn't like on top of the flowers pretty much, but I think it's okay. Okay, we have oak and then acemas, maybe. Just maybe. Oak on the other hand. Maybe oak as a floor and acemas for the walls, possibly. Did we terraform in this area? I'm afraid we may have, because I mean there's too many flowers technically, but why is there stone right away here? What happened to multiple nice layers? Oops. Sometimes I feel like we need a shovel without efficiency for the terraforming stuff. But I also know if we were to be spending like 5 seconds on one block, I might kind of lose my mind. So, should we maybe chisel this? We have the possibility now that we're working with vanilla wood. I do like the large long oak wood planks. Ah, speaking is hard. I mean, they're nice, they're basic. Didn't we go... just let me check. No, then we went for vertical uneven. Okay. I think this might be nice. I think in the back area, I don't know. I think we'll just sort of have to cut off around here, maybe? Should maybe be enough space. I hope that it's enough space. Oops. And then over there we'll just go with vanilla clean stone, maybe? Kind of as like quote-unquote concrete, possibly. Oops. Professional builder, by the way. I think this is going to be an okayish combination. I don't know what we'll do with the windows just yet. Maybe we'll go for completely vanilla glass paints. You know, nothing chiseled, nothing colored, just the way it was intended to look. And maybe we could also go with like yellow or orange to kind of be like bread. I don't know. Possibilities are there, but I don't want it to look like everyone in this area has these stained, quartered, painted windows, you know? I want a little bit of unique factors. Maybe we'll have a nice little back window here to look on the ocean and little islands. I don't quite know what we're gonna do with. I do have possible ideas. I just need to think about them a little bit longer and also see what we're gonna do with this whole area in general. Since I wanna maximize this space as good as we can. Can we sleep? Please? Ah, thank you. Okay. I ideally want to get as much of this done in this episode as possible, because maybe in the next episode we're kind of going to switch project again, but maybe not, depending on how far we can get here today. So, we'll just get that for now. And I mean, we could have the counter around here. I'll just mark it like that. Not going to be there forever. And we can have another little window in there. Maybe a bigger one here. I'm not sure. Because I want some light going into the counter area. But I don't want this to be an unsymmetrical mess. I'm also gonna do this already for the working area there in the back. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. The effort is... it tried. It really tried, okay? We're not gonna judge that. Okay, so we close that up. Or maybe we could put the counter one further to the top. To the top, to the front. And we just have a big window here. I think this could also maybe work. Maybe. When we look at the possible signs that we have one with fresh bread and one with cake. Kind of want to put the cake almost over to the cafe, but it's okay. That will go in there. I have to see what kind of roof we go for before we decide where to put that sign. No, wrong backpack. We could, in theory, just in theory, we do have some of these still with us, technically for our nether base, which I would also like to work on a little bit before we go back to working on other projects. I kind of like that, because it does match the side bricks there. It's just a little bit of a weird color difference going from the oak over to this. But, you know, this is the CBA's workspace. So I think this is fine. Put that back to that. That's the Migmite. Oops. Okay. kind of want to put one basket of bread on the outside. And for the counter, we'll definitely go for stairs. And maybe some ice stairs. I want something that looks neutral. Maybe soapstone, but I'm afraid that's like too harsh, you know? So I kind of want to go for wood, but that's kind of weird to put the bread on, I think. Maybe mangrove could look nice. I do like using mangrove as a kitchen type of wood. We'll give that a try. Okay, so mangrove stairs, then we need 8, 12... 28. What? I really hope that the vanilla one is just gonna look good enough. Some pastries, 3 doors. Yeah, we'll give this a try, and then we could have one seat right by the door. Then maybe like a table that's a little bit bigger over here. I don't want to focus on that just now. Before that, I want to get the counter area done. 1 decade later. Thank you, game. Okay. Oop. No, we don't want to throw that away. We have a few too many precious things in there in order to do that. We are going to... I also have other ideas right now. Okay, we'll go step by step. That is not where the wood is. This is where the wood is. Hey, we don't have a lot. I'll go with the stairs that we currently have just to see if that is going to be a vibe, and if yes, we can put the other wood into stairs. And then... way too much glass. Just go with half a stack, a little bit easier, especially if I accidentally break something that I shouldn't be breaking. Okay, for the doors. We could definitely go with one of the DecoCraft doors for the back door there, over to the storage area. And then for the actual entrance door, maybe just carpenter's doors. We haven't used them there yet. We otherwise always went with DecoCraft. Except for the grow garden area for the flowers. That one was a carpenter's door. What would be a nice color? I'm afraid orange is too much. Maybe just white. I don't know which one is going to look better, especially because we might move where the door is currently located. I do want to try orange, just to see how it would look, though. And then we're going to grab some sweet rolls. Yeah. Kind of where we stop. There's some stuff that we could put into the bag. Maybe also an egg basket. Sure thing. Oh, we could get a cake from Pam and put that on there. That is a wonderful idea. Actually, this could also work in the back area. Well, where was it? Was it on the kitchen? Yes. The baking table. We only have one of these placed so far over in the baking cabin. But that's, you know, quite a way out from this. So I think this is fine. Okay. Don't know when we'll do the tiny little terraforming things. Technically, we should maybe do them now. if we have dirt on us. I don't know when I'll remember, but then our inventory is going to be an absolute mess, and I want to apologize for that in advance. Here, this for example, luckily that doesn't have anything. We're just gonna do that actually. Okay, those are the two we saw earlier. This is also fine, I think, right now, but we'll maybe tomorrow or some other time we'll give things a little bit more of a intense look to see what we have going on there. Perfect. Does fit in there the way I wanted to. Oh, I should have grabbed some furnaces. I mean, white does look nice. How would orange look? Nah. Nah, it's gonna be white. That is just like in your face. Have some oranges. And we want this to be a pleasant place. I think basic vanilla windows should be fine here. Not amazing, but we're not working on having this be the prettiest place. We're working on having this a place to get work done. I think it's okay with mangrove. Not perfect, but could be much worse, I think. Just where do we stop the counter? That is the question. I want to place as much as possible on there. Have a nice little bread selection. This is why I wish we would have different bread varieties here. I have some ideas of maybe incorporating some toast in here. If you get a table, but then it's kind of like, do you just really sit down with a piece of bread and eat the bread while you're still in the bakery? I mean, maybe that's what the people in this area do. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave the counter like this, actually. If we do that, though, I would like to do this. And we repeat this over here, because I just like these cornered stair blocks a lot. Could put one more. Wait, we'll put that there, and the other baguette basket can go on the counter. I think the right door is gonna look best. Okay. How are we going to have this working space set up? I don't think we'll use mangrove for this. I want mangrove to be like the little display type of material. I don't think we can chisel stone brick stairs. No. Could go with another type of stone brick, maybe like andesite or something. But we could also. We don't have a crafting table. We should really get a crafting table for the terraforming backpack. I could do this. On the other hand, this is what we have built this area with. So maybe that's gonna look better. So we'll have honey, we'll have oil, or yes, that's the milk that I wanted to play. Then like an egg basket. I think that is okay. I think that works alrightish. Then we can put some ovens here, like maybe 4. I was thinking about maybe building a massive one myself, but no. And over here we could maybe have like another little, maybe even a bibliocraft or decocraft, a table we could put another piece of bread on. Okay. We could have 2 tables there, but I'm afraid that's just a little bit too much, really. So we have 1 table there, and then we have a corner table here. Chairs there. We could maybe put a plant there even. Another one of those hanging plants that we have left over. I always forget about and make new ones. Would like to go for a full glass door here. How would it look if we do this? I don't know how I feel about this. There's a lot of glass in here. Let me set up this. Yeah. I want to put the register there. So some bread goes there. Maybe, yeah, this is as far away from the cafe as possible. That's where their sweet roll dishes go. And I guess with that we technically have all of that set up. We can place our extra bread on there. Should we maybe turn one of these around so it looks like it's a full loaf of bread? No, it looks a little bit weird. Turn around, I think. Yeah, okay, we have bread. I'm happy with this. I'm thinking about putting like another little display of stuff back here, where we could then have cakes. Not me getting a call right now. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna ignore our responsibilities. Are we gonna go with oak tables? Or maybe... No, Asmus isn't possible because it's not Bibliocraft. There we have... Oh, we actually went with mangrove over there. Okay, that explains why we have so little left. Good to know. Yeah, we don't have wool right now. That's a little bit of a struggle, but we can set up the actual tables so far. Let me go for... I think, was it just... Yeah, slabs. And underneath a little plank stabilizer base or something like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I do want cakes. I want the damn cakes. Maybe shelves would look better though. This is tricky. We're using our precious resources and we're not using them well. Maybe like this? So you're always standing behind the cakes, is that good? I'm not sure. We could put another bread basket there though. That is a possibility. Oh, thank you. We love our little tricks. Okay. One baguette basket. Like up to 6 cakes. Table for back area. I'd say one chair from DecoCraft 2. Oh, we could have... I need to get into pixel art. I want to make like a little how to bake type of poster to hang up here. This would be so cute. And then... yeah, 4 furnace... 4 oven. Maybe DecoCraft ovens, actually. Or oak seats. A hanging plant. And a register. And then you have the ceiling. I don't know. Are we just gonna do the same thing that we always do? Put in some carpenter's blocks and have that be all... I mean, it's the easiest way. We have so much stuff going on in other corners. It will be carpenter's blocks once again. We love changing things up around here. Oops. Okay, first of all I want to throw all the stuff that we didn't use into DecoCraft, so the inventory is a little bit cleared up. That goes, that goes. That's the one that we wanted to use, right? Yes. Okay, that means the Baker 2 goes in there. And we... Step a kit basket not there. A microwave would also be nice. But the ovens are not really, I think, what I... Oven wall? Actually... I might take that back. Oh, they have cakes in there. Okay, if we get another 3 of the oven... So if dark ones, now we'll just go with the basic ones. I like it. Yeah, this is what we're going with. On the other hand, oven wall. I like that the dark one has lighter wood on the side. The other one, that's just a scam. The light one is actually like, huh? Am I getting too old to understand this? I'm really then getting too old to type. Another one of these. Then baguette. Thank you very much. Now we have 2. Maybe we'll put another one into the back. Register. Oh god, my mouse is double clicking and it's been completely fine for the past couple of days. I hate this. Okay. Let me. Thank you. We don't need that sort of stuff right now, so I'll just put that in there. Including the magmatite bricks. Okay. Then we'll grab 8 pieces of wool. Are we gonna switch things up maybe and go for a different color of seeds? Is that even possible? I don't think that's possible. Why have I been saying that the other episode? I need to stop recording when I'm sleep deprived. It's not a good combination, I think. We have everything for the seeds. For the hanging plants, we have lavender and a crisp plant. I'll give both of them a try. We'll see what matches best. Oh, we still have one of these! How amazing! I guess for both of them, when I had in mind to place them, I also made the brackets, and then we didn't use the brackets, so those were just left over. A table and a chair. The cakes is something that I'm going to tackle in the next episode. We have nice... Stop double clicking! Like, oh gosh, I hate this, I'm so sorry. I grab one of these 2 to see which one is going to look better. We'll get one of the basic chairs there too. I don't assume we have... We did have these! Ooh, possibilities. Okay, let's run back and see how far we can get with those. And then we're at the end of the episode. I would have liked to get a little bit more... I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more done. I think that is the better English version of saying that. But hey, we're getting there. So next episode, the last little touches. I really hope we can also get the roof done then. I'll think about what type of roof we'll go for, like the design, the material. That should have been a little terraforming spot there. Another little terraforming spot there. Of course, when you no longer have the dirt in your hand, that is when they pop up again. I think for the most part we had a decent start here, and more terraforming there with the orange tulip. Looks a little bit sad compared to the other things. We need to put some plants in front of this. But hey, we're getting there. Nice little thumbnail. Yeah, kids, get some good food, do some stuff that makes you happy, take your meds, take your vitamins. I love you. Thank you for being here. Get enough sleep. And yeah, goodbye!